Hi, we're here with Ben McCulloch, former world number 3 in the super middleweight division, here to give us some insight into the fight and legends of Hoan Kiem.
Yes, great to be here. Very excited, sincerely, for these fights. This Victory8 event at Hoan Kiem is a massive event and it's got a lot of fantastic matchups. Very interested to see what it manifests. In fight number 1, Emmett Brown, the rugged, talented Australian from the Bondi Boxing Club, fighting Vu Tan Dat. This fight I'm picking Vu Tan Dat in spite of the fact that Emmett Brown will be incredibly fit and make it a very hard fight for Vu Tan Dat. Vu Tan Dat wins based off precision and economy of punches. He's just a surgeon. Victory, Vu Tan Dat.
All right, thank you. Fight number 2, Victory8 Kim versus Gretel de Paz.
Good fight, interesting matchup. A bit of a clash of styles. Victory8 Kim, very cerebral and creative fighter. Gretel de Paz is more in destruction mode. Typically, she comes forward, she'll be the shorter fighter, and she'll be looking to destroy. I picked Gretel de Paz off her current momentum, and Victory8 Kim, though she'll have degrees of success, she won't be able to stop the charge of Gretel de Paz.
Fight number 3 is Nguyen Van Ye versus Jaden Duan.
Wow, these are great matchups. I don't have an automatic pick. It reflects the quality, the caliber of the fighters. I think Jaden Duan, or the Bullet as he's known, from the Bondi Boxing Club, has got more athleticism, more flair. It's just he is the more athletic fighter. Though, Nguyen Van Ye, very dynamic, heavy hands, and he won't take a backward step. I think he will win the early rounds, Duan the Bullet, but I think later in the fight, the tide will turn in favour of Nguyen Van Ye for the victory.
Fight number 4, Chan Van Ant versus Claude Van Cesse.
That's a great fight. These guys are really evenly matched. They're not too dissimilar in their styles. It's a really tough one to pick. I'll probably say that a lot through this. I'm going to go with... We'll go with Cesse on a narrow points victory.
Fight number 5, Pham Duc Duan versus Jailan Taylor.
Again, hard fight to pick. I like Jailan Taylor as a person as well as a boxer. Very exciting, pinpoint punching style. He seldom misses, but I think the difference will be Pham Duc Duan will bring the heat. And Jailan Taylor, in spite of how talented he is, won't be able to deal again with the punch count and the ferocity of the Vietnamese fighter. Pham Duc Duan for the win.
Fight number 6, Vu Tan Trung versus Billy Cliff.
Chung versus Cliff, 2 southpaws. Interesting. Tough fight to call. Excellent, very competent, tidy boxer. Seldom makes mistakes, however. Billy Cliff is a powerhouse, a rugged southpaw, and he's also technical, so he doesn't make mistakes either. I think the superior firepower and the sheer grit of the Australian Billy Cliff will carry the tide of this fight. Billy Cliff for the win.
Now fight number 7, Nguyen Van Ye versus Verhel Vitor.
Oh, Victor versus Nguyen Van Ye. It's a tough fight to pick. Again, contrasting styles. Comes forward, tidy, aggressive. Seldom wastes a punch. Creative, a much more cerebral fighter. I think it'll be the superior dimensions, the angles, and the diversity of Nguyen Van Ye's attack and defense that will carry the tide of this fight, and ultimately in a very closely contested fight, Nguyen Van Ye.
Fight number 8, Nguyen Thi Tam versus Jasmine Hudson.
The ladies. 2 very beautiful women. Tough one to pick, only because her style is so elusive. She's coming off a lot of momentum. Nguyen Thi Tam is the premier fighter in Vietnam, period, of either gender. Wonderfully talented, very tall. I'll go with, even though she's got a lot of energy and she's hard to pin down, I'll still pick Nguyen Thi Tam for the victory ultimately.
Fight number 9. This is a very interesting fight between Nguyen Van Hai and Charlie Suarez.
It really is, Lynn. 2 super fighters. You could call this a super fight. This could be a main event in itself. Suarez and Van Hai are very similar in their styles and they're obviously evenly matched. I'd say Nguyen Van Hai more power, or at least more strength, and a little more punching power and more technically tight Suarez. I think in a narrow points win after a fantastic battle, Suarez on points.
Thomas Wu versus Michael Pengu.
Tough fight. Mickey Pengu is a friend of mine and he's a fantastic boxer. Thomas Wu, wonderful puncher, very young, has not had a professional fight. This guy here is the Australian Asian champion at present. He's coming off a wonderful, definitive knockout victory. Really hard to pick, so I'm not going to pick it. I'm not sure.
Okay, this is the main undercard of the evening. Wing Van Dung versus Janelle Losa.
Yeah, now these two guys are totally contrasting styles. The Demolition Man from the Philippines versus, I guess in a sense, Vietnam's Demolition Man. Wing Van Dung is a superior boxer, much better footwork, greater speed, he's much more athletic, and he's more cerebral. Having said that, the strength of this guy, he's so rugged. He's knocked out people in professional boxing, he's knocked out people in the UFC. He comes to fight and he brings the pain. I think in a narrow points win, provided he uses cognition and implements all his skill set, Wing Van Dung.
The final event, the main event of the evening, WBA Asia East title between Jung Di Hwang and Kyu Hyun Lee from Korea.
Yeah, this is a really good fight. Lee is a competent boxer. He doesn't really stand out in any kind of sense. He's got good skills, decent power, decent hand speed, whereas this man is in a league of his own. Trung Ding Huang has got huge power, and he'll be fighting in between 20 and 30,000 people are to be expected of this. I think almost all of them will be going for the Vietnamese fighter. I think they will carry this guy forward, and number one, he will win. Number two, he will win. Massive overhand right knockout. I'm picking specifically round number 3, KO victory. Trung Ding Huang.
Thank you very much, Ben. We look forward to seeing you at the event and see how your prediction will pan out against the result. Thank you.
Bye-bye.